From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
We are following breaking news out of Oakland tonight, where there were reports of a car that was stolen with a young child inside. Our chopper is live over the scene where the vehicle was recovered a short time ago. You can see that vehicle right there. This is in the 1400 block of East 15th Street. We're going to keep following this story for you and bring you any new developments. We also begin in Oakland, where yet another restaurant chain is going to extreme lengths to keep staff and customers safe. Good evening. I'm Elizabeth Cook. Several Taco Bell locations in the city are now closing their dining rooms and switching to drive-through only. Our John Ramos looks into the problems prompting the change.
This Taco Bell on 35th Avenue in Oakland has been robbed 4 times since November. The owners of the franchise have decided that enough is enough. Plywood still covers the window from 3 weeks ago when robbers used a pickup truck and cable to steal a safe from the Taco Bell at 35th and MacArthur. Of the 4 robberies the store has endured in as many months, 2 of them occurred when the restaurant was open for business. Kimberly Garibe works at the Metro Wireless store across the street.
They just pull up out of nowhere, and it's not like it's only they're robbing the store, they rob everybody in there as well. So it's not as safe as how it used to be. It's a lot of crime now.
With that in mind, the owner of the franchise, a company called Diversified Restaurant Group, has closed the dining rooms at all 4 of their Taco Bells in Oakland, including this one on a crime-ridden section of Hagenberger Road. That leaves a Taco Bell on Telegraph, owned by another company, as the only place people can eat indoors. And that restaurant has gone cashless to try to prevent robberies.
It's sad that it got to the point where they can't even allow people inside because they get robbed.
DRG wouldn't comment today, but Taco Bell Corporation issued a statement saying, quote, "The franchise owner and operator has informed us that they are consistently evaluating and working to ensure a safe environment by implementing procedures such as closing dining rooms and hiring security guards, and they have taken extra measures to meet with local law enforcement," end quote. Now, service is only provided through the drive-up window, which was a problem for a woman named Miss Joe, who doesn't own a car and had to ask a friend to drive her to get her lunch.
I don't think it's cool, you know.
Annoying, huh?
It's annoying, yeah.
So what do you feel about them closing the dining rooms and saying,
yes,
we're too afraid?
That's what
They
should be afraid, true, but I just feel bad for the patrons, you know what I'm saying.
But as annoying as it may be, most just see it as a sad reminder of how bad things have gotten in their town.
That breaks my heart.
Why?
Because I want somebody to protect the citizens.
You can't, enjoy your meal in the comfort of the place you bought your meal in. So it's like them closing it down due to, all the crime rates and everything. I don't know, honestly. It's just, what is this Oakland coming to? Everything is just getting worse. Things are closing down. It's just terrible.
It's not a new problem, but it is a problem that appears to be getting worse every day.
Well, at least for now, Taco Bell Corporation says there are no plans to shut any of the restaurants down completely. But Taco Bell isn't the only chain stopping indoor dining in Oakland. Last year, Raising Caine near the Oakland airport closed its dining room. In-N-Out has also announced it's closing completely due to crime. Their last day is on March 24th.
Neighbor Dejanay Cunningham says someone abandoned this SUV in front of her apartment building about a year ago. And someone dropped off this Hyundai Sonata on the same block roughly 4 months ago.
Yeah, definitely embarrassing.
Not just an eyesore and blight, but with multiple apartment buildings on the block, they're taking up valuable real estate.
It's hard to find parking.
The abandoned vehicles are parked in front of 2905 Bana Street in the Fruitvale district. One neighbor says she reported the cars to 311 last year, but the city has not taken action. 2 weeks ago, one fed-up neighbor tagged Councilman Noel Gallo's name and some bad words on the cars to draw attention.
I don't take it personal, and I understand people's frustration, But at the same time, there's only so much that I can do and we can do.
Councilman Gallo says his staff received the complaint from the neighbors 2 weeks ago, and they immediately flagged the transportation department, which handles these vehicles. But he says many city contracted tow yards are full, and the department is overwhelmed by the amount of abandoned and stolen cars.
Some of the locations where they're towing vehicles are full. And so we're trying to identify other properties that we can tow the vehicles to.
The city prioritizes abandoned cars that block driveways and streets. Given the lack of staffing and resources, one city worker tells me these cars may have to wait longer. Oakland police report last year they recorded almost 15,000 stolen cars.
I will be there tomorrow morning. Even if I have to get a private company to get it towed, I will get them towed.
Neighbors like Dijonay say they welcome any help to clean up their neighborhood.
Yeah, the street sweeper and be able to clean the street.
Another neighbor tells me homeless people would sometimes sleep in these abandoned cars. That's made her family feel very unsafe.
Well, police in the East Bay are investigating a couple of brazen burglaries over the course of 2 days. Thieves used a truck to ram their way in and steal an ATM Friday at the Aisle 1 gas station market on Blanding Avenue. The night before, burglars used a van to drag the safe out of an Oakland jewelry repair store about 4 miles away on Grand Avenue. But as Dot Lynn tells us, in both cases, for all their efforts, the thieves got away empty-handed.
I'm told investigators from the two police departments are sharing notes. While the two cases have similarities, it's unclear if they're connected. This is surveillance footage of the first burglary at Grand Jewelry Repair near Oakland's Lake Merritt. Happened on Thursday morning around 3:45 a.m. 2 vehicles and 5 burglars. The store owner's son, Christopher Tran, says they used this van and a rope to drag open the metal gate. Once inside, they used the same rope to try to drag a large safe out.
But it snapped, so they took a heavy metal chain, put that over the safe, and then that's when they were able to drag it out.
The safe was so heavy, it took them a while to secure and tie it to the back of the van.
The safe, they couldn't quite get it into the utility truck, so it's dragging, so you see a bunch of sparks. As they actually would get on the freeway, PD was right behind them. So I think that's why they kind of dropped it, because it's heavy, so, it's weighing down the car.
The burglars took off and left behind the safe in the middle of the road. Police recovered the safe, which contained thousands of dollars in jewelry and watches. The jewelry repair shop also experienced significant damage when the burglars dragged the safe through the store. The owner, Mr. Tran, was in tears when he saw the damage on Thursday.
So this shop, 34 years, all my life in there, I raised my kids, but now I don't know if we're gonna come back.
Now he's thinking about a retirement. The only thing that sucks is, it's kind of more like a forced retirement because he doesn't feel safe.
It's the second costly burglary in 3 years at the store. The immigrant who escaped the war in Vietnam says they can't seem to escape the crime in Oakland.
Thank you all the customer supporters until now, 34 years. Thank you very much.
Nearby in Alameda, authorities say on Friday morning around 4:30, burglars used a U-Haul truck to back into Aisle 1's glass doors. They then used a chain to drag an ATM machine out of the gas station store.
I feel kind of desensitized. I feel like this is kind of a normal occurrence in the Bay Area, and it's sad to feel like that.
Alameda police say they were able to quickly recover the truck and the ATM in Oakland. But in both cases, the burglars got away. The Tran family says these burglaries are killing small businesses.
Similar to my parents, they bootstrapped up. We need leaders to bootstrap up, right? We need more hands on the ground, actually lead, do something.
This kind of crime happens so often, some Bay Area stores have removed ATM machines from their locations. Some stores no longer accept cash, only credit and debit cards to avoid robberies.